Because there's a lot of people who've lost that ability to have fun when they train.
And that's the thing. You need to maintain it, right? So what I have always done is I've tried to keep my training interesting for me. So if people have followed me and watched me train, I do a lot of specialty bar training. I do a lot with accommodating resistance. So whether it's bands or chains or variations of movements, and I think that sometimes I may post something like that and people may not understand why. Why am I doing it? But it's because when I walk in the gym, if I'm doing, let's just say something like a rack pull off the belt squat. So I've got a belt on, I'm getting some resistance there. I've got bands on the front of it, which is making me, work on getting my hips through a little bit more. And then I've got a rack pull in combination with that. Just a movement that I started to do, where I would do maybe take a sandbag, do it on the belt squat and load it up, do some reps there, something like this.
Okay.
Which is a big variation. A lot of people say, well, Brian, why don't you just take a sandbag and load it? Why don't you just do a regular rack pull? But for me, if I plug that into my training, it's fun.
Okay.
Right. So I'm literally setting this up and I'm like, man, this is going to be great. We're going to put bands on here. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. And I've kind of got to that level where I can do those things because I understand how it's going to potentially work for me, but also I'm breaking movements down further than people probably realize as well. So I get to dissect a movement, break it down, and then come up with training modalities that will help that movement to get better. So I have a puzzle. I take the puzzle apart into pieces. I try to get all those pieces better, and then we build the puzzle back and it's better.
Gotcha.
That's what I'm trying to do. So that's how I've kept it fun for me, is to have a lot of variation in the training. So I'm not going in and doing the same thing. It's not going to be the same workout. I'm going to try to manipulate different training variables.
Yeah.
Where, you and I were talking about me measuring some bar speed and, getting feedback in that way, or, potentially, like I said, with adding some type of accommodating resistance or changing a movement pattern or changing a tempo, all of these different, changing a rest period, I can manipulate so many different things. And with strongman, it's great because all the events are always different.